Hi, how are you doing? Here I am making a quick video about chase behaviour because that's often what we think about when we think about prey drive, isn't it? Chase. People often will come to me and they'll say, "Oh Tracy, would you come and do a talk for my group about predatory chase?" And what I see in lots of articles is a discussion of how to deal with predatory chase in dogs. Now, chase absolutely is part of predatory behaviour in dogs. It's very much part of their prey drive. But chase to me is a complicated behaviour. So if I see a dog chasing something, then what I have to wonder is, what is the purpose of that chase? So often we think the purpose of the chase is that they then want to catch the thing, or sometimes that they just want to chase. That chase is the end in and of itself. And what ideally you want to figure out is which out of all of this is true. And if your dog wants to chase to catch, what do they then want to do? Do they want to catch and hold like a spaniel would? Do they just want to carry it around? Do they want to catch hold of it and then shake it to kill it? Do they want to catch hold of it and chase it and then pluck at it and pull it apart? Do they want to do that? Do they want to eat it? What is it that your dog is doing the chasing for? Or in some cases, is it even the animal that they're interested? Perhaps they're a real hunter. Perhaps your dog is a real hunter, and when you see them chasing an animal, what they're trying to do is follow the scent. And they're following the strongest scent, because that's where the strongest scent is. If there's a rabbit in the vicinity, the strongest source of rabbit scent is the rabbit itself. And obviously the dogs can track their footsteps. But perhaps what your dog is trying to do is follow the source of the scent. And it's not really about the chase at all, although you will see them apparently chasing the animal. So figuring out chase is quite a complicated thing. Or maybe they're not even, maybe it's nothing to do with scent. Maybe what they're trying to do is chase so that they can get the thing to stand still, so that they can stare at it and then stalk it. That's essentially what collies do when they're working. So perhaps that's what the chase is all about. It's not about chasing as such, chasing to catch. It's about chasing to get control of. And so perhaps that's what the chase is about. But see if you don't know. I'm not suggesting it's easy to know. Absolutely not suggesting that it is easy to know. I can help. If you don't know and you want to know, I can help you. I do a free high prey drive challenge 4 times a year that you are more than welcome to join in with, and we can discuss all of that in there. And I also have a year-long membership where I can absolutely help you narrow that down and help you make your dog safer. I'm not suggesting it's necessarily easy to figure it out, but until you figure out what it is your dog wants out of the chase, you are going to struggle with their prey drive, because you won't know what to do to give them a meaningful alternative to it. And that way, and then until you can start doing that, until you can start doing training that works with prey drive and providing meaningful alternatives, until you can start doing those things, what will happen is the prey drive will always be a battle between you and your dog. You will perpetually be in this situation where what you're always trying to do is stop your dog. And your dog will always be in this situation where they are trying to get the prey to do whatever it is they want to do. So figure out what is going on with the chase. That is the most important thing. I'm just looking at my little spaniel. She thinks she thinks that she's located a mouse, and now she's much more excitedly sniffing in the long grass where she thinks one is. So yeah, that is what you need to do, is figure out what is your dog getting out of the chase, and provide them alternatives to whatever their end goal is. That's why throwing balls, just persistently throwing balls for high prey drive dogs can create this real compulsion in them where they'll chase the ball, chase the ball, chase the ball repeatedly, but they never really get what they want out of it, and it can just become a compulsion for them. So what you need to do is figure out what they actually are getting out of chasing and help them achieve that end. And then things get much easier and it all becomes much less of a battle, and you can do things like what I'm doing right now, stand out in the middle of nowhere surrounded by wildlife with your hunting dog and not have to massively worry about where she is going to go. Let's see if I can show you her, because she is right here beside me. She really hasn't left my side, and that is what can happen when you deal sensibly with those sorts of behaviours and understand what the dog's getting out of them and how to offer them alternatives that are safer and safer for the wildlife. It is quite safe for the mice here. They are unlikely to be flushed actually out of this grass, and even if they were, she is so focused on scent that she typically doesn't even see them when that happens, so it's a pretty safe spot for them here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the High Prey Drive Club at some point. I am so passionate about helping people understand their high prey drive dogs better and have a better life with them. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.